Hey everyone, this is Drinks Presents Wine Online 101, a 10-part series for wineries to tackle an entirely new approach to expanding their businesses online. I'm Brandon Amoroso, founder and president of Electriq, a customer experience retention agency, and today we're going to go into the best practices for building a great online storefront for your winery. This is ultimately going to help you improve the customer experience, increase your conversion rate, and ultimately get your customers to spend more when they visit. So increasing your average order value. So let's dive into it. First, I want to start with the homepage. So on entrance, you should have some sort of a lead capture modal set up. It's very important that you start to build your email and SMS list and can really utilize those two channels to nurture and create a relationship with your customers. So this is an example of one of our food clients where once you enter to the website, you get this pop-up, which is enter to win a 1-year supply of ramen. There's a bunch of different ways that you can set up this lead capture. You can do something like this where you have the chance to win something free. You can do a spin to win. So you have different potential prizes or offers, and then you click the wheel and it'll spin, and then the customer or the potential customer will get whatever the offer is that you've set in the back end. You have the ability to just do a standard percentage off, or you can do a free gift with purchase. So maybe you get a free decanter when you order a 6-pack of wine. There's a bunch of different ways that you can structure this offer. Like with everything, I'd recommend A/B testing it to see what gives you the most email addresses and phone numbers and what drives the most amount of revenue. So we only utilize 2-step pop-ups. So we get the email first, enter your email in here, and then the second screen where you'll enter your phone number. Now, if I were to exit out of this lead capture, the email has already been passed through into Klaviyo, which is our email marketing platform. So they're going to go down a welcome series in Klaviyo, even if I exit out of this lead capture. Now, if I enter my phone number, which I'm just going to make one up here, click enter to win, then I'm going to get a text that says reply Y to confirm your SMS subscription. And so now this visitor is subscribed to email as well as SMS, and you can create an automated journey for that potential customer that sends them both emails and texts to get them to make that first conversion. So that's step one, is having that lead capture set up on your website. You can also do lead capture initiatives where if somebody tries to exit the website, you'll then get a pop-up with a special offer. And there's other tactics that you can utilize here, but the welcome pop-up is one of the standard ones that we use across all of our clients. So for example, on entering this winery website, there isn't any lead capture set up. So let's say I'm a visitor and I'm just potentially interested in this winery, but I'm not ready to make a purchase right now. There's no way for me to easily sign up to learn more and to continue to be educated to that first conversion. And so you're missing out on a lot of potential customers because not everybody is going to be ready to buy when they land on your site. In fact, probably 90 to 95% of visitors are not going to be ready to purchase. So you need to give them a way to stay in contact with you moving forward. Next is the homepage. So one of the first things that everybody will look at, and we've analyzed this by using tools that will record user sessions to see where the most clicks happen. The above the fold sticky bar that you see up here gets by far the most attention and the most number of clicks. So make sure to have some sort of sticky bar on your website. Like for example, here, we could have a sticky bar at the top that says, join the club and save 20% for the next week only. That is where the visitor's eyes are drawn to first. And so that's your number one prime piece of real estate that you want to leverage in order to increase conversion and drive your site visitors to where you want them to go. So for Soylent, become a subscriber and get up to 23% off now, shop now. Number one goal with us here is to generate net new subscription customers. So that's why in the top, we've utilized that sticky bar or top bar banner to drive to that. Then going further down on the product page, you can see here, we have a shoppable element on the homepage. So potential customers don't even need to go into a collection or into a product page. I could quite literally transact right here. And this is powered by Rebuy, which is an AI recommendations engine that will automatically showcase products here that this visitor is going to be most likely to purchase based off of either their past purchasing behavior or other data that they have on a net new visitor who has never been a customer. So we set it up so that you can actually scroll through drinks, powder, the squared line, as well as merch, and transact immediately within here. So let's say I wanted to do a one-time purchase, add to cart. Now I've got it here right away. It's all about reducing friction, and you reduce friction by minimizing the number of clicks as well as the number of pages that a site visitor has to go through. Now, if I were to go here, there are a lot of CTAs, which is great, but there's only 3 featured wines, and there's no ability to change the quantity either, unless you want to type it in. And there's no ability to subscribe and save either. So as you see here, you have subscribe and save and one-time purchase. You also have product reviews that are being showcased. So adding additional sort of social proof to that product. Whereas with this, you have just the price, the title, and then the ability to add to cart. Now, moving on further down here, you have this why Soylent, which is very important to have on your homepage, just having some sort of call out to like, what's your unique value proposition? What's your differentiator? Why should people care about you? And as you can see here, they touch on it a little bit in the building a dream section. So that's important to call out to the visitor. Why should they care about your winery versus the 11,000 other ones in the US? More perks about the subscription program here. Talks about their sustainability program and how they're socially conscious. Social proof, how people are using them in their lifestyle. Retail plug, and then press. So what's missing here is social proof, showcasing, and a really easy way to do this is just like plug your Instagram feed in here so it shows other customers and how they're enjoying like your wine. And the other thing is press. And then if you want to, you can drive to retail as well, because not everybody's going to want to transact online. Some of them may in fact just want to head over to the local Trader Joe's or wherever your product is distributed and purchase there instead. So those are the main things that you want on your homepage. First is have that lead capture set up. Second is having that sticky bar at the top with your main CTA. Then you have shoppable element so that people can just transact immediately within your homepage and go through the checkout process. And you have press. And then if you have like other sustainability initiatives or whatever it may be that you want to call out, this is where the bulk of your site traffic is going to go, and also where the bulk of your visitors are going to leave. So this is your opportunity to make it as best of an experience as possible. Now, one other thing that I want to call out on the homepage, which is related to the navigation, is a very robust filtering functionality. So you can see here on this coffee site, when I hover over shop, I have coffee, tea, gifts and bundles, accessories, broken down by roast, light, medium, dark, espresso, type, original blend, flavored blend, tea, all the way down. Whereas if I were to hover over this, it's very clearly a different experience. It isn't broken up and is easily a digestible way for the visitor. And you're missing out on the opportunity to showcase the full sort of product catalog. So as opposed to having just a simple drop down like this, we've had a lot of success with including more specifics around differentiating the product catalog, but then also you can use the space to drive to a special drop or again, some sort of special offer, just like you would in that sticky bar at the top, but plug it in here as well. So that's the nav bar. Next is the collection page. So let's go ahead and actually browse all wines here. So as you can tell, We're able to sort by price, product title, and display order, and shop by winery. And it is more of an order form than it is necessarily a proper e-commerce collection page. If I were to head over to one of our skincare clients, this is the clean skincare collection page. Now, I have the ability to either show all. I can filter by cleansing, moisturization, tone, whether it's a treat, accessories, body, lip care, eye care, mask. And then we have even more filters over here. You can filter by bestsellers, new arrivals, exclusive, Millie's favorites, filter by product type again. And we're also even calling out the product benefits here, that they're clean, vegan, cruelty-free, and dermatologist recommended. Then you can still sort by highest price, lowest price, and then alphabetical order. But this just makes it way easier for a customer to shop. Over here, I can't sort by varietal. I can't sort by average customer rating. I can't sort by price. I can't sort by, is this better for summertime or wintertime? There's a bunch of different ways that consumers like to shop. So make sure that you're providing them with a robust filtering search functionality so that they can get to the products that they want faster. Another thing to call out on the collection page is this easy ability to add to cart. And you can also leverage what we had on the Soylent homepage so that you could actually have the ability to select what sort of variant you want. So you can select size here, full size or travel. And you can even set it up so that people can add additional quantities in here as well. So that's the collection page. One other thing I want to call out is this badge functionality. So here you see new, but there's a bunch of different badges that you could add. So let's say you have something that's 20% off. Okay, here's the call out, 20% off. Oh, here's another new shades. These are all things that catches the visitor's eye and increases the likelihood that they're going to actually click through on that. One other thing that I want to showcase as well is the inclusion of product reviews on that collection page. So you can see here, we have 266, roughly like 4.8 star reviews. And then another thing is intensity. So it has 2 dots versus this one has 3. So more information for the consumer up front, where here we don't have any of that additional customer information. We don't have any reviews. And there's just a lot of opportunity here to make it easier for the consumer to go ahead and transact. Next, I want to talk briefly about quizzes before I go into product pages, because we'll do a follow-up episode all around zero-party data and why that's important for you to start aggregating in order to personalize your customer experience, both pre-purchase and post-purchase. So here's an example of a quiz. Extremely simple to build on Shopify via one of the apps on the App Store. Go ahead and start quiz. I'm going to answer all of these questions. And then all of these questions get passed as soon as I enter my email into Klaviyo. So all that zero-party data that I just gave can now be used in segmentation moving forward. And then here are all of my personalized product recommendations. So I can add to cart. I can add all of them to cart if I want to as a bundle, or we're plugging in a bundle and save program here as well. So if I click add to cart, then I go right into the cart experience. And we're going to touch on the cart experience in a second, but there's a whole bunch of really great stuff happening in this cart that we're going to chat through. But next, let's go to the product page. So let me actually click through on one of these products. So you can see here, we have product page, some images, some notes, a couple of badges, and then the ability to add to cart. Again, we don't have a selector here. You just have to type it in, which is not ideal. You really want that plus and minus arrow, like over here. Here we have customer reviews. Customer reviews are so important to aggregate. And actually during this review process, you can start to get zero-party data again. So when we sent out a review request, Isla said that her skin type was dry. She gave her age, She said whether it was gifted or not, it was not. It was purchased by her. And then her skin concerns. So this is important for two reasons. For one, as a visitor on the website on the product page, I can come in here and I can now filter the reviews. So this product doesn't have as many reviews as they typically have on their site, but some of their products will have hundreds, if not thousands of reviews. So me as a consumer, being 25, I can come in here and say, oh, I only want to see the reviews that are from 25 to 29, and I only want to see it for skin type dry and skin concerns, dark circles. And now it's going to filter all the reviews that are going to be most relevant to me. And we see when people utilize and interact with this modal, this review modal on site, it increases the conversion rate by up to 2x. So that's a 2x lift just by having this. The second benefit of that is all this data here is getting passed into your CRM. So a Klaviyo or an Attentive for email and SMS marketing, and you can now segment your database. So let's say you know somebody really likes dry red wine. They like to drink it in the park and their age range is X. What you can do then, let's say you have a new product launch coming up, you can personalize your email that you would send to them saying, hey, John, we know you really like dry reds. We think you'd really enjoy this new collection we just released, and it'll go perfect for your picnics in the park or something along those lines. But that's how you can start to personalize that communication. So very important that you have customer reviews there. Next, you're going to want to make sure that you have additional product recommendations on the product page. And so if I scroll down here on the Soylent page, you can see, again, we took that same modal that was on the home page and embedded it at the end of the product page, showcasing additional items that this customer may like based off of with the product that they're on. And this, again, is powered by Rebuy, which is that AI engine that'll showcase the products here that they're going to be most likely to purchase. Here is also an additional way that we like to improve the review process is getting UGC. So this UGC can be utilized in marketing now with permission from the customer. You can get videos. You can actually offer a special discount to customers if they submit UGC with the review. Further social proof to increase conversion rate on the product page for your winery. If I scroll down here, you can see there are some related products, but that is essentially it. There's a little bit of information about the estate, and then saving 20% on your wine purchase with the wine club. So definitely some optimization that could be done here. So on the product page, we talked about customer reviews, the importance of that, the importance of product recommendations. There's also additionally the ability to incentivize bulk purchasing. So let's say $38 for $7.50, but if you add 12 to cart, oh, now your per bottle price is $32. And for wine, that's super important because wine bottles are heavy and it's expensive to ship. And it's really not economical to ship anything less than a 6-pack, and preferably you'd be shipping 12s only. So you want to incentivize people to purchase as much as possible in a single order. So that's a really great way to be able to do that. And then just additional selling points on the product page. If you look at this, you can see there's a bunch of frequently asked questions that are answered here. You can see all of the science-based benefits behind the product. Plant-based protein, vitamins and minerals, slow-burning carbs, healthy fats, more badges, tons of content and images for customers to sift through. And oh, I just tried to leave the site, so I just triggered this exit pop-up, which is something that we were just recently talking about, which this offer is better than the welcome pop-up offer that comes in. So that's the product page. Let's move through the conversion process now. And this is where I think that wineries are missing out the most on revenue, just based off of the sites that I've been analyzing and going through. So if I click add to cart here, we see this cart up top. Okay, great. It was successfully added to my cart. That's about it. If I were to go to something like this site, for example, click buy once. Again, you can see here that bundle and save functionality I was talking about. If you buy 3 of them, you save 30%. Let's say I add to cart. It immediately pops up this cart on the right-hand side. And you can see here, let me remove some of these products. I'm being incentivized to get to free shipping at the $50 threshold. So, okay, as a winery, maybe you set this up to be orders over $100 ship free, or orders over 6 bottles ship free. But now I have a reason to not click checkout. Instead, I'm actually going to add one of these upsells or cross sells rather here. So I'm going to add the exfoliating face scrub, and then you know what? I'm going to add the natural deodorant too, because I want to get that free shipping. Well, wait, now I can get a free mini face moisturizer if I hit $75. So let's just keep going here. Add the overnight pimple sticker. Let's get really crazy and add the body wash. Wow, now I'm so close to getting a free body wash in addition to that. Let's add the repairing eye stick. So now not only did I get free shipping, the free face moisturizer, and the free body wash, but you've just gone from a $17 order to a $122 order by having upsells and cross sells in your cart with this bar here. Now, you can also just do it rather simply. You're $45 away from free shipping, and then people can just increase their product. But another important thing to have is this upgrade to subscribe and save. So if it's a regular product, you click upgrade to subscribe and save, that now becomes an auto shipment. So delivers every 14 days, 30, 60, or 90. So that conversion process is super important. Whereas if you come here, again, none of that is presented. So maybe it's, hey, you think you might like to add on one more to pass the $100 threshold, and then you get free shipping. There's AOV, average order value, that's getting missed out on here. Now let's go through the checkout process. So you can enter in all of your information, but this is just purely transactional. If I were to go through one of these checkout processes here, and I'll pull up a couple of examples. Here you have recommended products down at the bottom that you can add and append into your order. So additional upsell opportunity. And let me show you one other one too. Let's go ahead and check out with just one product. Oh, here's a special offer. Add this for 35% off. Oh, here's another recommended add-on. Here's why you should check out. Fast shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee, secure and safe checkout. And here's some trusted customer reviews as well. Let's go through another one. Let's go ahead and check out here. Recommended add-on products. So I can go ahead and actually go through this process, but I'm not going to transact. The other area that you miss out on, so if I were to place an order here, it's just going to show me an order confirmation page. But on our Shopify sites, what we do is immediately after somebody checks out, they get a pop-up that shows them, oh, for a limited time only, usually around like 5 minutes, you have the opportunity to add this product to your order that you just placed, and we'll give you 20% off, or we'll give you 30% off. And that pop-up alone gets converted on like 10 to 12% on average for our clients. So it's literally free money and free order value just sitting there for you to take advantage of. That isn't currently, I haven't seen one single post-purchase upsell on a winery website that I've gone through and transacted on. And that additional revenue is essentially free. The order has already been transacted. There's no risk the customer is going to cancel that order. And all that happens is that item is appended to that order that was already going to be going out the door. So there's a lot more that we could dig through here, but I think that should be a good start. We covered the homepage, specifically the sticky bar, the lead capture, including shoppable products on your homepage, and then including things like press and some social proof. We covered the collection page, both in the nav bar when somebody hovers over it, giving them the ability to quickly get to where they want to shop. But then on the collection page itself, the ability to filter, quick shop functionality, showcasing reviews, and then also including badges for products that you want to highlight. Then on the product page, we talked about customer reviews, product recommendations, and incentivizing bulk orders. And then we chatted through the conversion process. So when somebody clicks add to cart, having that slide out cart that will show a free shipping threshold or a tiered, like, oh, you get to $50, this happens, you get to $75, this happens, you get to 100, this happens. And then having upsells and cross sells throughout that. So both in the cart, in the checkout, and then that post-purchase one-click cross sell as well. That's all that I have for you today. I hope that this is helpful, and I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of wineries start to take advantage of this newfound e-commerce technology that they're going to have access to.